It's a good idea because if you don't, you're going to hear about it. No one plays the wide receiver position angrier or better than Steve Smith Sr.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time. Here's the 11 starters on defense for Buffalo. And the new coaching staff really coming in. They can look at two numbers, kind of yin and yang. They're good against the pass, 6th in the league, 29th, though, against the run.
But you look at this new coaching staff that has taken over in Buffalo and traced their past. It starts with them stopping the run because they are a very aggressive, blitz-happy type of a group, but it only begins with stopping the run first. So I expect that number to improve in 2017 for Buffalo.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
They'll come out in the pistol. After the interception, here's Taylor. And his throw here's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. All right, let's take a look at the offensive starters and the 2nd-round pick out of USC. One to talk about, Robert Woods.
I think a lot of people thought maybe he was ticketed for stardom coming out of USC. Has always been a great route runner, much more of a complimentary receiver, but they could utilize that in a big way and have him open up things in the middle.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
2nd and 10 now, it's Taylor. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete.
I know the object for us when we call games is to be neutral, but I have to tell you, I am rooting so hard for Sammy Watkins to have an injury-free next season, just to see everything that he can do and give himself the best opportunity so that we can see it.
Yeah, over the last 2 years, he's missed 11 games. It's tough. The one bright spot for him, though, is Clemson Tigers did win the national championship.
Yeah, I think that's going to give him a little bit of comfort, but what he wants more than anything, a healed foot and a chance to be the #1 receiver he was drafted to be.
And Buffalo wants that, too.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And now here come the Ravens. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And Steve Smith still making catches on Madden, but his career is over, finishing it with over 1,000 grabs, over 14,000 yards, and 81 touchdowns.
And no one went out better, as far as I'm concerned, than Steve Smith. Did you see his letter to the commissioner?
Tell me about it.
Where he said that I will no longer be around to antagonize defensive backs.
And he did just that.
Agent 89 out. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Operating off play action, Flacco. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come out here in the eye. Terrence West. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help him run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. The sack. Here's 3rd and goal from the 20. Third and long for Joe Flacco. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Timmy Jernigan, play him over the nose, play him at defensive tackle, bounce him out to defensive end. Wherever you want to put him, Timmy Jernigan can play.
Tight end left. Tight end left.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. His throw caught right around the 6. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Flacco. And that's incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They go pass again with Flacco. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Steve Smith there to make the grab. And the Ravens are in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 75 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
First and 10 here for Flacco. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. For McCoy this year, 5th time in his 8-year career that he's topped the 1,000-yard mark. Charles, first time he's done it with the Bills, though, finished with 1267.
And he's the type of player that you can build around. And what I mean by that is, as a runner, as a pass catcher, he does a little bit of everything, and he opens up the offense for everyone else around him, the complementary players. But he's a guy, heavy-duty ball carrier, and also get him in space, and he can break people down.
They'll get 23 yards there, and it'll be a Buffalo first down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. Yeah, it's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
Again, it's Taylor. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nick O'Leary from 4 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead.
I don't know who exactly made the call. Was it the special teams coach? But it had to be okayed by the head coach. Gutsy call, fake field goal that results in a touchdown. A terrific play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And hauled in by Pitta. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. But for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try to knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On first down, Flacco throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Second and 10. Flacco once more. Throwing right, and that's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, welcome back to the Elite Flyers Club, Mike Wallace in 2016. Back over 1,000 yards catching the ball. We always knew he could run, Brandon. But this year, I thought he really improved route running and making some more difficult contested catches.
And now Steve Smith gone, and Mike Wallace will be 31 when next season starts, but a lot more weight on his shoulders.
He'll still be able to run. That won't be the problem. But at 31, he'll also understand how to be craftier in what he does and make some of those difficult catches a little easier for himself.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Once more, it's Flacco. And that's incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Flacco will take to the air again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Steve Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field.
You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They're going to hurry back to the line now. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
You remember Timmy Jernigan at Florida State. His stoutness that was so impressive there, it still comes into play in the NFL, doesn't it?
If you call stout 300 pounds, and I do, then yes.
Used it well on that play and made a nice tackle for a loss.
So on 4th down, the Bills call on the punt unit and Colton Schmidt. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Flacco from the shadow of the goalpost. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And on 2nd and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. Smith catches left side. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. Looking here for Smith downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. But overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Rolling to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. A little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline. It's kind of interesting. LA a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to LA. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium essentially for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
Third and long, it's Taylor. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Again, we'll see the pistol here. In motion left goes a tight end.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. Dancing to his left. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Tie game, but they'll get excellent starting field position here to begin the second half.
And it's the starting field position that makes an offensive coordinator maybe bolder than normal. Maybe you want to take the big shot right now. Go for a big play and get their attention early, or even just run your offense because you feel good about where you are and a chance to move the ball downfield.
Yeah, maybe they go for the big play. Time to find out. Flacco looks to throw. Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Fake to Allen. Here's Flacco. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beaten on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. And quickly, they get to the line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. And this is caught by Watkins. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Bring it! Bring it!
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Get high! Get high!
Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
Here we go on 1st and 15.
Watch left! Watch left!
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
What?
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
On second down, here's Taylor. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just for driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country
I
roads.
certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
38!
Time running out here on the play clock. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, and that'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins. 3rd down here. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go!
Taylor will throw again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down. But he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. Flacco from the shadow of the goalpost. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking.
All alone, Kamar Aiken. He's at the 40. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kamar Aiken, 95 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And now out come the Bills. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have...
And now the Raven defense is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch 84! Watch 84!
One man on the backfield. That's McCoy. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And an alley to run. And he goes out right around the 39. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Another pistol look here. On 2nd down, Taylor. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And now what they want to see here, he's still down on the field. Obviously such an important part of their passing game, and the training staff, they're going to have to attend to it. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. This is Gillisley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's go!
They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. They come out here in the eye. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Passing play, Flacco, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I would guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And it's brought in by Pitta. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt.